What's good, people? It's your boy Uncle Fred. There's a reason why I don't get all hyped up when things go well because there's always something. But we're gonna talk about the worst of news that we heard today in Cowboy Land about like 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, and we're gonna talk about here in just a minute. Stick with your boy Uncle Fred. We'll be back in just a second.
Two times on the beat, bitch.
Got little happy fingers there. Uh, Welcome to the Uncle Fred rants. I'm your boy Uncle Fred. I was going to tell you when I used to watch the little highlights from NFL Network back in the day when Prime Time was on there. He was on there with I can't think of his name. Isaac. Golly. Rich Eisen. And they would do they would do all of the highlights from all like 16 games. There was a show that came on, when Dion worked for NFL Network, right? And a lot of times they would show, a team kicking off to another team or punting to the other team. And it'd always say, we only showing you this kickoff of this punt because it's either a touchdown or a boo-boo. Look, your boy Uncle Fred, I would love to be like some of these other content creators, whether it be, Will Skywalker Steele, Vosh, Mark, I can't think of his last name. But you know who I'm talking about. That they can devote their whole day to creating content and stuff like that. Uncle Fred still got a full-time job, and I work at night, so I would have been on at 3 o'clock like everybody else. But and I can't do this at work, so I have to do it at night. So whatever I'm about to tell you, you already know, right? So that's why I don't come on every day. Like some other people, they have a content every day, which I got content for every day. I just don't come on every day because it takes a lot for me to put stuff together, and like I said, I'm working too. So I try to come on a couple times a week, maybe, and then on the weekends, do my pick'ems. So if I'm on 3 times in 4 days, it's either a touchdown or a boo-boo. Either it's a great thing or something that went way wrong. Because I was on Sunday, I was on Tuesday, and here it is Thursday. And if I'm on 3 days in 4 days, it's not a good thing. About 3 o'clock today, when I was about to sign in on my terminal, my workmate next to me nudged me. He said, "Fred, you heard?" I said, "Heard what, man?" "Heard about Diggs?" I'm like, "What? He got caught somewhere doing something?" "Oh, he got an ACL." I'm like, "ACL? Treyvon or Stephon?" He said, "Treyvon." I'm like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." So I'm scrambling, looking up my notifications because I'm trying to get to work. So I'm not looking at all that stuff when I'm, Treyvon Diggs in a routine, a one-on-one drill during practice. Maybe got the legs kind of tangled a little bit, went down. Then they saw him again on crutches. Sent him across the street for an MRI. And it came back positive. Treyvon Diggs is a torn ACL, out for the season. Dadgummit. And that was my first reaction. Like, and I'm like, they just don't want us to have nothing, man. Right? I mean, I got all emotional with it at first. I said, they just don't want us to have nothing. We just got get our team together. We'll put everything together. We made a few moves in the offseason, made a couple of draft picks, retained a few of our own free agents, got a team defensively that's basically Teflon. You can't attack it any way, shape, form, or fashion. You come through the ground, we got Mozzie and Hankins. You can't do nothing. You try to pass, we coming at you with 5, and you got to block us with 7 or 8, and we got them 2 studs on corners, and you can't just fling it out there because it's going to get picked. And I guess I don't want to say the injury gods because I only believe in one true God. I don't believe in all that. But I guess whomever thought it was too good for the Cowboys to have. Y'all got to earn it the hard way. We can't let y'all have it easy. We can't let y'all get to the Super Bowl easy like the Eagles did, where they got everybody and nobody got hurt. We couldn't get it that easy. No. We got to get an injury to a main guy. It wasn't like our 5th slot corner that got an ACL. No, it's got to be our best corner. Treyvon Diggs out for the season. So that was my initial reaction. So I was upset, couldn't hardly get any work done because, because I've been with the Cowboys about 40 some odd years, right? So I done seen the highs and the lows, and I done seen us get all hyped up and get let down come, December and November, December when the real football get played and we don't play well. We played well in September and October. I've been through all those seasons, right? I've seen all of that. And I start watching this team and I'm seeing how efficient we are on offense. With Mike McCarthy finally got, and I see how efficient Dak can play with good coaching and a good system that helps him see what the field is and all that sort of stuff. And then I look at that defense and how smothering it is, right? And I'm like, you know what? It's going to take a Herculean effort for a team to beat this team because there's no way you can attack it, right? You can't, you can't, you're not going to have but 2.5 seconds to throw. And if you try to throw it too quick, it's going to get picked. It ain't like last year when cornerback 2 was beat at the snap of the football. No. We went and got Stephon Gilmore. So Stephon Gilmore is one of the best tacticians that there is. You ain't going to just, mollywop him and go right by him and whatnot. You got to really think about where you throwing that ball. And you ain't going to have time to think that long. Think long, study wrong, study wrong. Because I was like, man, it's going to make it tough for most teams to score on this team. I'm serious. I mean, I thought like maybe we would have multiple shutouts. Okay? I'm not kidding you because that was really a misplay and a fluke play that Garrett Wilson got on that. And if they don't get that touchdown, I'm sure they don't get that field goal before the half. So Treyvon Diggs towards ACL and Treyvon Diggs had something to say here. Treyvon Diggs' season is over. Dallas Cowboy cornerback suffered a torn ACL during practice on Thursday. He's got 18 picks in his career. Got 3 his rookie season. He got 11 in his second season and 21, got 3 last year and 1 this year. He got a pick late in the, and so he got 18. Okay. He says on Thursday, Diggs took to social media with a powerful 6-word message. I will be back and better. Okay. And he said, thank you for all the prayers and all those people that checked on him. You know, I hope everything with the surgery goes good and everything. Trying to find the message for Micah. Micah had sent him a message, you know, basically saying, you know, your brother, man, we got you, man. So it's like, no, we gonna cover you in this, right? And he said, I guess God got a plan, and He always does. We may not understand what that plan might be, and we sometimes might be scratching our head because it don't make sense, but it'll all come about in due time. All right. So Treyvon Diggs got an ACL tear. So now at first you might think, man, the season's over with, all this goodwill we done put in the bank, all for naught. And I thought that at first. Like I said, I got emotional with the thing because I was like, dadgummit, we can't have nothing. Whenever we try to get something and put all the pieces together, something always go wrong. Somebody will get caught with a DUI, where they wouldn't. Somebody will slap this girl upside the head and get up, you know, or something. It'll always be something the upset the apple cart, right? And I'm like, hey, here we go. And then here comes this, right? So, and I started thinking about this, and I was listening to something that Mauricio Rodriguez, he's on A to Z. I was listening to him, and he said, no, it's just going to make it a little bit harder for us to do, but we can still get this done because our defense is still good. It's just not Teflon good, okay? And so we got to look at what's the plan, because you got to come up with a plan, okay? You can't just, you know, have something happen and you just fold up your tent and go home. We got too many people. There's too much invested into this season. Too many guys and provided blood, sweat, and tears for this season. So I started thinking about that, man, and I was like, you know, what they probably will do, and I was reading some stuff. They're going to probably move Deron Bland, our second-year corner out of Fresno State, who was second in the NFL in picks last year. He had 5 picks last year and got 1 this year and a touchdown, right? Pick 6 against the Giants. Move him to cornerback 2. Move Jordan Lewis to the slot. Aren't you glad we didn't move Jordan Lewis like everybody wanted us to? Everybody said, save that $4 million and go and kick Jordan Lewis to the curb because he had that Liz Frank injury. He ain't gonna be right, but he's right. I don't know how much, you know, he's practiced and whatnot, but health-wise, he's 100%. And move him to the slot, and then about younger guys just gonna have to get some more snaps. So that means more snaps for Israel Mukuamu. Maybe move him into cornerback at the slot in some positions, depending on who we're playing. Remember, Israel Mukuamu locked up Chris Godwin last year in the wild card game against the Bucks. So he's well equipped. He's listed as a safety, but he's well equipped to play corner. Big physical guy too. So we got some options. And then Marquise Bell. So safety, but he can play a little bit of corner. We're deep in the defensive backfield, all right? Because we, you know, our safeties, you know, Marquise Bell, which they have been using him at linebacker or something. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but now with this Treyvon Diggs injury, maybe he'll be playing more in the defensive backfield, you know, because you're gonna have to move some things around to cover up for the things that Diggs did. So what it's going to do, it's going to make us a little more vulnerable in the air, okay? And maybe we drop a guy back off our pass rush into some intermediate zones or something so that we, you know, because you got to cover up. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. Ain't no 1 or 2 dudes going to make up for what Treyvon Diggs. He might be the best corner in the NFL right now because he had a passer completion ratio or whatever, quarterback ratio or whatever, passes completed against him of 0.10 or something like that, 1.10 or something like it. It was like the best in the NFL. Okay, and I know it's only a 2-game sample size. So that's probably what we're going to do, and they're probably going to try this for a couple of weeks. And I watched the 49ers tonight. I'm frustrated because I wanted this to happen. I mean, you don't want this to happen, but I'm saying this would happen before the 49ers game, because I wanted to go in there in the 49ers and slam them, right? To let them know that y'all aren't the big dogs no more. Okay, I was looking forward to that. I was looking for Brock Purdy getting up off the thing, turning his face mask back around straight. Okay, after getting sacked like 5 times and throwing 2 picks. Right, I was looking forward to that, and it still might happen. It just might not be as before. So, but they got a plan, and what I think the Cowboys will do, they'll play this by hand, or by by air or whatever for a couple of weeks against the Arizona Cardinals, who we play on Sunday, and then against the New England Patriots on next Sunday, and kind of see how they hold up. Okay, maybe even Eric Scott might get a little playing time because he's been inactive. He'll probably get active now. Okay, the 5th rounder we got out of North Carolina this year. Southern Miss. Okay. And we were getting some good news today too, because everybody, with the exception of Zach Martin, was a full go at practice today. Chuma Edoga, Tyler Smith, Donovan Wilson, they will all go. Brandon Cooks, everybody was in full practice, right? And then this has to happen. But as my mom and dad used to tell me, this too shall pass. And we're going to be all right. And once I got past the emotional of it, I said, okay, it'll be a little tougher. It just means now teams might be able to score 17-20 on us now instead of 3-6. This makes it a little harder. This means Dak might have to score more points now. So Dak and the offense got to score more points. But that's all I got. I know everybody that I'm going to share this to. I already got this information. But like I said, I work at night. So I would have said something about this hours ago when it happened. But your boy got a 9 to 5 or a 3 to 11. So I have to come after I work and kind of, get my duckies together and do this or whatever. So please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Become a part of the Uncle Fred Sports Experience. Guarantee you will not be disappointed. Wish I had better news for you, but as I said on the opening, Treyvon Diggs, torn ACL, out for the season. But the Cowboys going to be all right. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Tune in for us on Saturday with my man TK as we do our pick'ems for the Week 3 NFL picks around 9 o'clock a.m. on Saturday. And we'll look forward to seeing us there. But you guys have a great evening. Like I said before, I wish I had better news, but we're going to be all right. Catch you guys on the next video.